Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Farming Simulator 22 as we continue our start from scratch Swiss chocolate run here. And we are done prepping all of our fields for the oats. We need to check to see if there's any contracts that came up, nothing that we care about. Cows are looking okay. I mean, a little bit of straw they could use, but nothing urgent. So we'll go ahead and be fine with that. And then what else? So we got 4 months until the oats are ready. Anything popped up on the used market that we can drill over without buying? Not really. So that is that. Let's fast forward to a new month. We're going to go pay off a little bit of the loan. Wrong button. We've paid off $50,000 of the loan, so that's something. But we're going to need that money, obviously, to harvest all this crop here shortly. But we can go ahead and fast forward and be ready for a new month. Hopefully I did the weeding properly, and we do not have to weed tomorrow. Sure, I might have needed to weed after I rolled. I can't remember if it before rolling works or if it's or not. Looks like we're okay. And we're at 98% yield, which does mean that spraying the liquid herbicide at that early stage has zero negative impact on your crops. 98% is exactly where we would be without mulching if we used a normal weeder. And so spraying your fields is perfectly fine as long as you do it at that seeding stage, that early stage. If we were to spray right now, we would take at least a 5%, possibly even as much as a 10% penalty for the herbicide. But spraying early, good idea. Seems like we're okay. Oats are growing. Speaking of, it's not weeder, that's a windrower. Oh yeah, this is one of the new ones they added. I don't know if it came with the DLC, but it just happened at the same time as the DLC. They added a bunch of new mods. And this is one of the ones they added, which is not a bad windrower. I've actually used this one before in 19. But, yeah. Not too bad. Anything else that we care about? Let's check the contracts. We got some fertilizing contracts. Got a plowing contract. I don't really care about that. Sowing. I mean, sowing can be doable. Spraying's pretty easy, but we don't have the sprayer still. I mean, we kind of still stuck doing contracts almost on this map just because we just need the money. But how the cows doing? Got good amount of food, good amount of straw, building up some more milk and a slurry. How is our cheese looking? Cheese is looking okay. Still got actually quite a bit of milk in the cheese factory. In fact, did we decide how much milk this will last? This is 3,600 per day. So we've got about what? 3-4 months of milk left. It's not too bad. And by then we'll have more milk from our cows that we can drop off. Speaking of cheese, what is the price of the cheese at the moment? It's getting up there. It's actually not a bad price. So, what month are we in? We're in April. Oh, it's got a long ways to grow to get up past that 1937 mark, I think. Honestly, I don't think there's much for us to do except fast forward again. I think we're good to just keep on cruising here. We will need to get some more food ready for the cows here shortly, but we'll wait just a little bit longer. All right. Crop's looking good. Completely fertilized, still no weeds or anything like that, so we're good there. Cheese is dropped a little bit. That's okay. Not too big of a worry there either. How are we looking here? We're actually storing quite a bit of cheese, so we do need to empty that out here shortly. We do fill up, 2,400 liters per day of cheese, and looks like about halfway is about 2,500 liters, so we should have at least one more month's worth that we could store before we need to start loading up on the trailers. Total mixed rations is getting pretty low. Straw is getting pretty low. We probably should go ahead and take a cycle and fill those up. Did I get rid of the straw spreader? I think I did. Technically, I think the cows are perfectly healthy without the straw, right? I think the straw is just what gives us... Is it the slurry or the manure? One of the two. I think it's the slurry that we get from straw. So it's still a good idea, but it's not like it's Like mandatory supercritical. I gotta be careful not to drive over our fields here. In fact, where's there a better place to park this thing? Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and park it out on this other person's field who has just a bunch of weeds on it. Pretty sure he will not mind. Or I could park it on the road out here as well. Just gonna set the weight just inside here because it's not like it's gonna fill up that far anyway. Did we decide we could do 2 things of hay and then a thing of silage? I can't remember. And then whatever's left over in straw. Zip around here, see how much that actually put in there. So yeah, we're not even halfway full, so that should be good. 2 hay, 1 silage, and I think 1 straw, I think was our ratio at the moment. Alright, should be good. Let's check the numbers. Yeah, it looks like we're green on everything. Just barely, but not bad. Makes it a lot easier when you just have to put, you know, 4 total bales. Don't even have to worry about any sort of other things. I think that's why we bought this bigger mixture, right? We had a smaller one at one point, and then this bigger one allows us to put all, yeah, full bales in instead of partial bales. All right, how the cows looking now? We could do 1 more load and have a little bit left over, just to top them off. I dream of the day when we have the automated feeder cow pen, but man, is that thing expensive. Just gonna see if I can grab both these grass bales right here. I don't remember why we got rid of the straw spreader. Oh, I don't want that one. Go away. I only need one of you. I'm sure I'll have to go back and check. I can go back and check the video and remind myself what my reasoning was to get rid of it. I'm assuming because we were leasing it, and there was just no point in keeping it year round, since we didn't need it very often. All right. Another full load. Drop off most of it. Leave the rest. Have a little bit to fill up along the way. Let's drop you off. Just put you in front of the cow pen like we did last time. Easy enough place to park. Of course, the cows are gonna be like smelling it, sitting right here and trying to get to it. Probably, I don't know. But all right, we do need to get this straw spreader. Let me double check that we don't have it. Yeah, we do not have it. I think that's one of the new mods as well, right there. That it's called a shallow cultivator here. It's actually not bad. I mean, we don't need it, but that's not a bad thing. I wish we had it on one of the other saves. As usual, things I see on this save, I wish I had on other saves and vice versa. All right, animals. We need one of these two bad boys. Don't think it really matters, right? Guess we'll go with the cheaper of the two. Oh, yeah. Of course. I wish it was cheaper than that, though. I really need to get one of these used. Just haven't seen any. $1,800 just to drop off some straw for our cows a couple times a year. Actually, more than that, because it would be $1,800 a couple times a year. Actually, I don't remember how long this lasted. Did it last long enough to just do once? I don't remember. And to be fair, I could have let the straw go a little bit lower than it already is. Yeah, I could have let it go quite a bit lower. We'll top it off here. No big deal. Because I kind of already doing stuff with the cows anyway. Figured I might as well knock this off the list. It's funny how this larger one is more expensive, or cheaper, I should say, than the smaller one. Actually, the fact that they're even close to the same price at all is... although I think they both take 2 bales, so I think it's just a larger size. I don't think they're effectively any different. Definitely going to be happy to have that straw coming in here in a couple months. Here you go, cows. Have some straw. So we'll, actually, I don't think it'll get us about halfway. We'll probably need the other 2 bales after all. Oh, I just hadn't registered the second bale. Nah, we should be good here then. Keep forgetting these are 5,000 liter bales. Just because the other bales are different sizes, right? The hay is what, 4,500 and the silage 3,500, and these are 5,000 and they all look about the same size. I'm guessing 20,000 liters is how much this thing can hold. If I put more in here, then we'll have stuff left over in this thing that I can't use. So we'll guess I could call it there. Yeah, I should have definitely waited until it was closer to empty. Hopefully I remember that in the future and don't rent this thing quite as early. That's all right. We got it. It's done. And we can, what am I looking for? Return you. At some point we will buy one of you. Should be able to drop off the forks now. And there we go. We're good to fast forward again. Nothing for us to do with the fields, right? We're good on there. Fully fertilized. Growing along. Yeah. Cows are happy. Cows are happy, I'm happy. Actually, you know what? We did need to check. I think I checked at the beginning of this day, didn't I? The cheese? Yeah, we're good still on the cheese. And the milk. We are still good on the milk. We will need to, I think, move the cheese or load up the cheese next month. Just to empty out the drop-off. But thankfully I have that trailer sitting right over there at the moment. All right, we're one month away from harvest. Yes. Cows are... Man, they use up stuff so fast. But we're still good there. Did we get our new cows yet? Yeah, right? These are the new ones? Yeah, they just got born. So we are completely capped out on cows at the moment. Now they're not fully at the top. And we're not actually reproducing anything. That's the thing is... I mean, we could start selling some cows, but... It's probably just better to leave them capped out, right? Maybe at this point. Anything we can drill over for a minute? I mean, obviously, some good stuff here. What is that? Some sort of, oh, okay, it's like a tree picker that chops stuff up, I'm guessing, all in one. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see it at the top. Machine breaks trunks into wood chips. Nice. Of course, that one's way too expensive. That is more than we need. And we don't have enough money for any of those anyway, and we don't care about them. How about contracts? Bunch of fertilizing contracts that would be really easy to knock out, to be fair. Just grab the borrow from one and just knock out all these, get a few $1,000. Also grab a spraying contract as well. Actually, we could do the spraying contract and just get liquid fertilizer for all of these. That wouldn't be a bad option. It's worth what, 20, 30,000 bucks right there? What, 12? About 25 actually, I think. Not counting the cost of everything. Like I said, it might be worth doing just because it's easy to do. Cheese is not at a bad price, but we're not selling yet. It is almost full though. Let's go get that picked up before I forget. And then we'll think about the contracts. But if I do the contracts now, if I go and get them started, then you know what? We're going to do the contracts. We're going to borrow for this one. We're going to accept you and accept, doesn't really matter here. I guess you. We will grab, I guess we'll grab a pallet of liquid fertilizer because I think we're going to use probably most of it. What was it? 3 was the big one? Yes. So like these class tractors, at some point I wouldn't mind doing a class farm of some sorts. Truth be told, if I do future runs, I probably will start specializing tractors. Just kind of have something fun to other limitation, but also kind of a fun limitation to kind of theorize that our farm is sponsored by a particular tractor, or maybe just we have a good deal with the dealer, or, whatever story you want to come up with. My tribute run's primarily John Deere, where possible. But I haven't specialized in any of these other runs yet. I was quite a bit wider than I'm used to. Alright, let's get you rolling. Now we can go grab the trailer for the cheese. Be a good time to buy field 19. It's got a lot of straw sitting there. I'm sitting here looking at field 19, not looking at the light post. I promise I don't drive like this in real life. I'm not off looking at fields. Oh, goodness. Although it's also different when you drive in real life. You can kind of feel if your car starts to veer off a bit more than this. There's no feeling here. So we got quite a bit of cheese already over here on the tractor, or trailer. You not. Really? Why is the autoloader not working? I had this happen before and I'm not sure what causes it. It even says autoload right there. Alright, well, let me put a quick pause in the video. I'm going to try and reload the save and see if that will fix it. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I have a different trailer, actually. I'm not super happy with this different trailer. I don't like it as much. I feel like it stacks a little bit funny, as you can see. It's kind of weird, but I mean, it'll get the job done. I might just need to go and re-download that mod for that other trailer. One thing I noticed is that I think there was an update for it on the actual Giants mod hub, which is weird because that's not where I originally got it. And so I think I just updated all my add-ons and I just updated that one with it. And because if you look at it, look at trailers, it has that little symbol there that says AL autoload, right? Whereas none of the other ones that I have, if I go look at this one, like the one I just bought, it doesn't say, it says autoload, but it doesn't have the symbol. If I go look at, what was the other spot that you can find? So I think low loaders. The auto load ones for here don't have that symbol either. So I think whatever I got from the mod hub might have messed it up. So I might just need to reinstall it or something like that. So we'll see. I'll worry about that later. I'm actually going to go ahead and, I guess, load you up is what, wrong button. It's a little bit high, but I think we can still pull that. It's not that heavy. We'll load you up, get that cheese loaded up. We'll sell that cheese here shortly, but I cost myself a little bit of money because I had to sell back the trailer that I had, and then I bought another one just like it, just to see if it was just, I needed to rebuy the trailer. That didn't work, so I sold that one back. So I think I actually cost myself $4,000 plus this trailer's more expensive. So in the end, not super happy, but it'll all work out. It'll all work out. We'll be fine. I'll figure it out. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll finish up the contracts and we'll go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.